You wake up to a flood of emails. The news is grim. Again, deadlines loom. Traffic crawls. A stranger yells on the street. You scroll, you stress, you spiral, and somewhere, buried in the noise, is a whisper from 2,000 years ago. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. In an age of constant alerts, uncertainty, and emotional overwhelm, the writings of a Roman emperor provide a surprising and powerful guide to inner calm. Marcus Aurelius ruled during plagues, war, betrayal, and loss, yet he remained measured, reflective, and just. How? He practiced Stoicism, a philosophy of strength through self-mastery, and he left behind a remarkable journal, Meditations, that reads like it was written for the anxious, distracted modern mind. Let's unpack how this ancient thinker can help you stay grounded when the world feels like it's on fire. The emperor in the eye of the storm. Marcus Aurelius was not a monk. He was the most powerful man in the world, responsible for a vast, crumbling empire. He led armies, buried children, survived plagues, endured betrayals. And through it all, he wrote quietly to himself, not to impress others, but to endure with grace. His meditations were not meant for publication. They were private reminders, mental armor for the chaos he faced daily. And the wisdom in them is astonishingly relevant. Here's how you can apply it. 1. Separate what you can and cannot control. One of Marcus's most repeated themes is borrowed from Epictetus. You have power over your mind, not outside events. This is the cornerstone of Stoicism, the dichotomy of control. In any situation, there are things you can influence and things you cannot. You can't control what people say, but you can control your reaction. You can't control the economy, but you can control your effort. You can't control the past, but you can choose your next step. When chaos hits, don't try to bend the world. Instead, ask, is this within my control? If yes, take action. If not, release it. This practice creates emotional boundaries, a mental firewall between you and the noise. 2. Master your inner dialogue. Marcus constantly reminded himself to stay calm, not once, but repeatedly. Why? Because self-mastery isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily discipline. He wrote, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind." Most stress starts not in the world, but in our thoughts about the world. A delayed train becomes a disaster. A missed call becomes a rejection. A mistake becomes a catastrophe. But all of that is in your interpretation, not reality. Practice watching your thoughts without judgment. Challenge them. Ask, is this true? Is it helpful? Is it within my control? The storm outside will rage. Your power lies in not letting it inside. 3. Embrace discomfort as a teacher. We've been trained to equate calm with comfort, but Marcus knew better. If it's endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. He wasn't suggesting we suffer needlessly, but that we should build resilience by accepting difficulty, not fearing it. Pain, setbacks, even loss, they're part of the human condition. To expect otherwise is to set ourselves up for constant disappointment. Marcus often reminded himself that hardships are natural. What matters is our response. In your next challenge, instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What can I learn?" That shift turns pain into power. 4. Remember, everything is temporary. One of the most humbling and calming Stoic principles is the awareness of impermanence. Marcus reflected often on how everything, anger, success, suffering, life itself, fades. Soon you will have forgotten all things, and soon all things will have forgotten you. That's not bleak, it's clarifying. In chaos, we tend to think, this will never end. But everything ends. Arguments, failures, triumphs, fear. This knowledge helps you zoom out and stop overreacting. The crisis of today becomes a footnote tomorrow. Hold your problems lightly. Time already has the solution. 5. Live according to your values, not emotions. In chaotic times, it's easy to get swept up in outrage, fear, or impulse. But Marcus Aurelius taught that character is stability. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. His advice: anchor yourself in virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. Don't wait for the world to be calm, to act with integrity. Calm comes from acting with integrity, despite the noise. Your values are your compass. Let them guide you when everything else is uncertain. The denouement, calm, is a choice. We often think peace is something we'll find once things settle down, once we have more money, once the news improves, once they apologize. But the world never settles, and Marcus knew that. He didn't wait for tranquility. He created it by tending his mind the way a gardener tends a fire, protecting it from wind, feeding it discipline, clearing out the clutter. Calm is not a gift from the world. It's a skill we build in spite of the world. The outcome: how you can begin today. You don't need to be an emperor or philosopher to apply these lessons. Start with one practice. In your next stressful moment, pause. Ask, is this within my control? Remind yourself, this too shall pass. Choose your action based on values, not emotion. That's it. Do that again and again. Over time, you'll become the calm in the storm, not because the storm ends, but because you've stopped letting it control you. Marcus Aurelius faced war, grief, and political chaos. You face bills, deadlines, noise, and uncertainty. The shape is different. The storm is the same. So is the strength inside you. Remember, you can't calm the world, but you can calm yourself. And in doing so, you become exactly what the world needs more of. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us on the path to wisdom. This is Daily Stoic Dose, where ancient philosophy meets modern life.